energy to positivity. Yeah. Positivity. Gonna keep our minds staying away.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy here, Big Kev, coming at you with another video here. And yeah, man, first of all, I hope you guys are still staying immersed in positivity and that you're focusing on good, positive things for your future. I'm sure those of you who have been trying it and been looking at my videos and looking at other videos like this that are encouraging you to think positive about yourself are a witness to how it does affect your reality. It does change things for you. And you can be a witness to everybody else in the comments. Say, hey man, it's working for me, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta try it. People need to see that, you know what I'm saying? That testimony can be someone else's strength and give them courage to try it for themselves, you know, when they see that it's working for other people as well. So yeah, let's get right on into it. It's weird, man, you guys. The countdown is real, man. I have only, it is the 10th of August right now, 2022. My divorce is going to be final on the 15th of this month, man. And so I got 5 days. Yeesh. Wow. Am I like really in awe of that? Like, no, not really. I'm just like, I'm so focused on my future, I'm not even really worried about that, which is weird. It's weird, it's strange, I know. Some people just emotionally are just like a wreck, you know, going through a divorce, but I don't know really how to, I don't know. I'm so focused on my future, man. I'm not even worried about that. It's just a brief moment where I can give a high five and adapt to my wife and say, hey, you're my ex-wife now, but hey, we still got love for each other. Best of luck to you. Bye. Deuces, you know, and wish her the best. And not have any emotional, I can't believe you did this to me. You know, I have all that going on still. I don't have that, you know. I'm just ready to go on to the next thing, the next phase of life. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to grab that shit down by the horns and just wrestle down that next phase of life and start a whole new chapter, man, you know. You can't really start another chapter if you're still fumbling around reading through excerpts of stuff that happened to you and revisiting this chapter and this section of this chapter. You got so much more of the book that needs to be written. But if you're focusing on chapters, listen, you get stuck in any place, you miss what could be coming. The events that, I hate watching movies sometimes, people, they just keep rewinding. Oh, I want to laugh at this one. Let me rewind it again. I want to laugh at it again. And you're like, bro, there's still a movie yet to be seen. And you can't get stuck on this one. Yes, this one part is funny. In Nutty Professor, where he's getting, you know, where Dave Chappelle is cracking with Eddie Murphy. Yes, the first time it's hilarious. But when you watching it with someone, they keep pressing rewind, you're like, bro, I want to finish watching it. I want to see what else happens in the movie. Goddamn it, damn. Yes, it's funny, but damn, let's keep moving on. Let's not keep reliving the same moment because you burned it out. You're burning it out. It's no longer funny to me anymore the more we keep watching this shit. And some of us, you know, we need to let go of some of these situations because it's burning us out. You know, you're like, wow, aren't you tired of seeing the same reruns and rewinding the same situation and revisiting the same situations? It's like, man, there's so much more to be seen, so much more to be experienced, so much more, many more chapters in your life to be written, but you got to let go of this chapter, read it, close the book on that chapter, open up to a whole new clean page and start writing anew. What do you want for yourself? What new thing do you envision for yourself? What beautiful things do you want to lay await for you right around the corner? And if you know, I got this camera posted up on mine, but if you have a journal, right? And you start jotting down those things, what you want your future to be like, what you want your relationship to be like, how you want it to change, how you want it to grow. It's not so much a focus on other people, it's a focus on you. When you realize the little areas of your life where you want to grow and you want to develop and you want to continue to expand and grow in your understanding in these different areas where you're struggling, you write those things down. You know, start with yourself and then branch out to everything around you First of all, I want a better job. I want this and this. The universe is not going to give you a better job if you already have issues going to work on time every day that you go to work. You know what I mean? So why would you don't even like going to work. So why would you ask for, I want a better job, a better pay? You don't even like going to work. You'll get a job paying $35 an hour, and after 2 months of working, if you don't like the work, you're still going to start coming in late. You're still going to be calling off because you don't want to work. And we already discussed how, a job is just a modern day acceptable term for slavery. We already understand that. So, be specific. Talk to the universe about you first. Talk to God about you first. What are some of the things in you that you're struggling with and that you want to grow in? Challenge yourself to write those things down. Be honest with yourself. Really look in the mirror at yourself and be honest with yourself about what you see. Be honest with yourself about not the things that you see on the surface. Yes, those are things you can write. Yeah, I want to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds because I know it'll be better for my health. I know I'll be able to play more with my children more. You're writing what you see for yourself, why, and how you believe it will benefit you. Write those things down. Then you can focus on the things surrounding around you, that circle of, like we talk about the fave 5, if you got 5 things that mean the most to you, you write those 5 favorite things, and then you write how you see positivity entering each one of those 5 realms of your life, in your finances, how you see positive things happening in the next 5 weeks to change your finances, instead of, man, these bills taking all my money. That's my only outlook, is depressing and sad about my finances. No, we're going to take a pad out and we're going to start jotting down things about how we want our finances to change. Then what we are going to do to help draw and attract that reality that we're writing down to us. I'm going to start saving more. I'm going to go to work every day on time and don't call off. I'm going to not party all night on Sunday so I can get up and go to work on time. It's the responsible part. It's owning up to your responsibility to helping draw that reality and attract that reality that you want to yourself. You have to have some type of hand in that. You can have a hand in either drawing it, or you can have a hand in helping keep it pushed away from you. You can have a hand in dodging it. Which one do you want? You want the hand in helping, you stay in misery? A hand in helping you dodge when the universe is trying to send the right thing to you? You kind of keep having a hand in dodging it? Or do you want to have a hand in drawing all the blessings that the universe has been trying to give to you since the beginning? But because of our programming, we've been taught to only attract the negative and repel all things positive. It's just weird. You ever try to give a kid a piece of fruit and they've been trained already to only want processed foods, McDonald's and all them? You hand them an apple and they're like, ugh. They've been programmed to only want the sweet things, the things that are processed, greasy, potato chips. That's the things they're like, crunch, crunch, crunch. That's what I was, when I was younger, man, you guys, anybody. Loads and loads. I was the chip connoisseur, you guys. For real. All that GMO shit and all that stuff in there just jacked my body up. I'm telling you, because I was tearing some damn Doritos up. It was serious. But said all that to say, we grow an appetite for some things, and then when a good thing comes along, we detest it. We repel it away from us because we have grown an appetite for the things that are negative. And yeah, man, saying that to just say that we need to readjust those appetites, and that just writing those things down. The ingredients to the perfect reality that we want. Write those things down. Why we want these things. I want my finances to change because I don't want my children to struggle anymore. And that means something to you now. You can't just write the thing down that you want to attract to you and not put the emotion behind it. That's energy. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion. So when I put the emotion behind the thing that I'm trying to attract to me, that's energy. Emotion. So you need to write the emotional, I don't want to say like this is, you're supporting emotions behind this thing that you're trying to attract. What is your supporting, emotions that go behind it that say, this is why I want it. This is why I want this. This is why I feel like this would be a blessing to my family, because it'll bring so much joy to my mom to see me graduate. It'll bring so much joy to myself for me to realize that I made a goal for myself and I accomplished that. You know, I'm putting the emotional backing behind the thing that I'm trying to attract. And believe me, when you start doing that and you continue writing it and you continue focusing your energy and your mind energy on what you're trying to attract and why, it won't be long before that thing that you wrote down, that you saw here first, and that you wrote down and made tangible, before long, you will be able to apprehend and be able to lay hold to that thing that was just imaginary dust here, that manifested into you writing it down on paper, that manifested into the reality that you now can lay a hold to in tangible, like it's here. I can fondle it and just taste it or whatever, you know what I mean? It's here. But it all starts here. So, said all that to say, man, I hope we all take the time. We put so much time, we give time away because we don't know how precious it is, but we can't take it. We don't take the time on the things that really matter. And being able to write down what we see for ourselves and what we want for ourselves, that's positive. There's so much power in that, but it's so weird that, oh man, it's like making people write a penalty. Yeah, we're gonna write today. We're gonna write down 5. Oh, what do you mean? Wake up, boy! This is about your future. You know what I'm saying? You have to try to smack sense into people like this is about you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even care enough about yourself to say, yeah, I do want to do this. I do, I want to write about my future. I want to say this is what I want. And, most of the time it's like an ego thing. We're taught as kids to say what we want to be, and we'll hear kids say, I want to be a police officer. And I'm like, well, I want to be a fireman because a fireman is better than a police officer. Well, I want to be in the United States of America, the president. Everybody, But deep down, you don't want to be no president. You know what I'm saying? You're just saying that because you're trying to one up the next man. Ooh, or next young boy or girl or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to be Beyonce. I want to be Tina Turner. I want to, everybody trying to up the next person on what they want to be. But if you really got to sit home in front of a mirror and talk to yourself, there's nobody to compete with. It's just you. What do you really want to be? What do you really want to do with your life? The sky's the limit. As crazy as you can imagine. Especially when your imagination is for the benefit of humanity, mankind. It's to help raise the vibration, raise the energy and the frequency of mankind, to help expand their kind of. When you're thinking in that regards, and it's not all about my money, my finances, my health, my mama, my daddy, my I. When you're speaking to the universe and the universe can see that your intentions is for far more than yourself, and if it is about service to self, if it is about that, then you're focusing on doing some of that work on yourself that has been going long neglected. I got some issues with my heart. I was hurt 10 years ago, but I've been just doing nothing but sexing it up, trying to sex the pain away, drink the pain away, smoke the pain away, but I've never dealt with it. Universe, help me deal with these issues. Help me release the pain and the trauma from these things. When you're putting those kind of things, the universe is going to help you. When you I just need some money so I can take care of my kids and I can help my kids have a good birthday and I can help my kids have a good Christmas. It's all about my. It ain't really anything dealing with that. Children sometimes just need you. They don't even want your gifts. They want you. First. I don't say that. I know when I was like 10 years old, my parents stopped giving us gifts for birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that, and saying it's about Jesus. You need to give thanks to Jesus on your birthday. It ain't about gifts. I'm like, I don't know who taught you that, but That's some slick shit for y'all parents to be able to get away with not having to buy gifts to blame it on Jesus and religion. And we had to take that shit. Crazy. Drink of the day. Just some regular H2O, you guys. Some spring water. Because I already maxed my V8. And you know what I talk about with the V8s. They go hard. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God. But anyway, I hope you guys just take that time and really go ahead and get to the details about the life that you see for yourself, what you imagine for yourself. Write those things down and write the emotion attached to each one of them. Why you want this thing for yourself. How do you feel like it'll be a blessing to you if you actually had it? How can it bless those around you if you actually had it? If it only benefits you, then maybe you need to rethink what you're asking. But if what you're asking for, see, like if you're asking the universe to help you with some struggles that you've been having because you're tired of being an angry, bitter person, and you want to be healed from that, you can write the emotion, because I know that being healed from this trauma, being healed from this angry, bitter emotion is going to make me a better person to be around. It's going to make me treat my coworkers better. It's going to make me be a better father to my child because I'm not so angry and bitter at the way my dad treated me coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing the emotions behind the reality I'm trying to attract to me. And then if it's pure, your intentions are pure, no good thing will the universal God withhold from his children when they ask from him in faith, believing that it's already given to you. Like, I'm serious. It's already yours when you're asking from that type of heart and with that type of intentional energy behind it. I'm telling you, man, it comes. It comes quick too. And a lot of times when you ask the universe for something like that and your intentions are right, not only does it give you that, but it goes far beyond what you're asking for. Really. And I think our duty and our responsibility then, when the universe responds to you like that, is to testify. Tell people about it, because people are still having faith in false gods, in idols, in things that man has erected up, and they're bowing down low to and calling on it. And they're getting so frustrated with life. They're depressed, they're angry, they're frustrated, but they're still in church, still devoted, still committed, but committed to a fault. Because the people who have had the breakthroughs aren't opening up and telling and speaking and testifying because we're afraid to be shunned. The same way it was with Christianity, but the thing is, now you got receipts. That's the difference. You know, with Christianity, I ain't really had no receipts. I just had to say Jesus paid it all. Even if he doesn't do it, even if I don't get it, I'll just be able to go to heaven and be thinking he's done enough for me, that he ain't got to do nothing else for me. You know, we had that thing, and it's like, if I'm asking the universe to help me with this, that, and the other, and none of that gets done, and I just have to rely on, well, if he don't do it, he done enough. And it's like, you gotta, man, if he's still God, then come on, man. Keep on praying. Keep on knocking. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up and say, well, if he don't, you know, just think how long before the promise came to, what was that? Noah? How long was that? Did that promise take to happen? That he was promised? You gotta question those things. I'm not saying you gotta, it's the thing about time. I think the time is just the test sometimes. The time is a test sometimes. But yeah, it's not that there's a no, it's just that there's a test in the patience. You know, most of us are so impatient. We ask God for something, and if he don't give it to us by the time we open our eyes the next morning, we like, I knew it was a farce. You know, or we don't say it out loud, but we say it in our spirit. And we walk around with that, you know, chip on our shoulder. So next time we won't ask the universe for it. We won't believe that it's coming to us, and we'll start going other ways to get what we feel like we want. Well, if we can't get it at all, we've been disappointed, we haven't got it at all yet in our time frame, and we think, then we start doing things like drinking and smoking to kind of numb the pain of not being able to have that which we weren't patient enough to get. It's not that the universe is saying no to you, to the things that you wrote down and everything like that, but it's sometimes the test is in the time. You know, the universe is trying to stretch you and grow you with your patience, because that patience that it's going to give you is going to help you with other situations in your life. It's going to help you be able to face this. It's going to help you in the future, or they're going to diagnose you with this. So you're going to need patience to be stretched so that you can handle that with a smile and say, the universe is already taking care of this. It got me. I'm fine. But if you never develop those muscles in that area of patience, then you're not going to be able to handle that. That thing is going to be like a wave to a surfer that just topples you on over and drives you down into the the coral reef of life, you know, and scrape you up and bust you up a little bit, and then kick you over to the shore and have you start over again. You know, you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. So allow the test. Sometimes is in the time. Test is in the time of having to wait for the thing that we're attracting. But don't stop knocking. Don't stop knocking. Don't stop writing those affirmations. Don't stop writing those manifestations. Don't stop putting the emotion behind them. And you keep fishing. Just keep sitting out there. It used to trip me out sometimes when we go fishing with my dad, you know, and I hated fishing, honestly. I hated it. It just was like a long, boring thing. And even if every time you put your reel out there with fish, I still would be like, this is stupid. That's just as me. But there was this man out there fishing. In one particular time we went downtown in Portside. It was this man out there fishing, and he was just sitting there. He ain't caught nothing or anything like that. And we went down there, had a little picnic out. You know, my mom and dad bought us some sandwiches and stuff. We went out to the table. And it's dark now. We go back, this man is still sitting there. And I'm just like, wow. I look in his bucket, he ain't got no fish. I'm like, and he said something along the lines of, ain't biting yet. They'll be biting soon. We're looking like, they'll be biting soon, man. It's getting dark, bro. How long you plan on waiting for this meal you trying to catch? But that idea of fishing until you get what you're fishing for. Keep that pole in the water until you get what you're fishing for. It takes faith to fish, honestly. No man goes out there and casts his fishing net out there and everything like that, and with the mind that I ain't catching nothing today. They go out there with that net. That takes energy to get out there, to drag that net and to roll your boat all the way out there, and then to cast your net. That's all energy. There's an exchange that has to happen, or else you feel like you wasted your time. If I throw my net out there and I done took all this time and I woke up early in the morning and I sacrificed my sleep, sacrificed all this, and I get out there and before I even cast my net, I'm thinking I'm not going to catch anything. No, that the day before, when you're planning your day, you're already planning to apprehend what you're going fishing for. So keep your net in the water until you get what you're fishing for. I hope some people can get the picture and you can get the illustration that I'm doing with wordplay. Some of you have been waiting on healing. Some of you have been waiting on a loved one to recover from drug use. Some of you have been waiting for a loved one to recover their mind from a traumatic situation. Some of you have been trying to recover from a traumatic situation, a hurt, a wound to your heart, a wound from having a loved one lost. And I'm just saying, start writing those things down, those things that you want to change, and write the emotional support that goes behind that thing that you're waiting for. And it's the emotional energy, the energy that's needed to bring that, to give the thing that you're wanting to attract power, you know. And keep that fishing pole, keep that net in the water until you get what you're fishing for. Keep writing those manifestations. Keep writing those things. Keep speaking it. Keep doing whatever it is. Keep manifesting. Keep meditating. Keep praying. Keep exercising. Keep eating healthy. In every single area of your life, your favorite 5 areas, whatever those areas, those different realms of your life that mean the most to you, things will change. You will have a testimony. You will see how the universe moves everything into your favor. It starts moving changing all those negative situations that had those 5 areas of your life surrounded and swirling with negativity. You will see how the fog will begin to clear in all those different areas, and how the universe will specifically start working each of those things out meticulously to the detail, and sometimes surpassing the very thing that we even wrote down with anticipation for how we wanted these things to change. The universe will go over and beyond that and blow our mind, have our cup pouring over. You know, that's the type of stuff that we're connected to. I'm serious, you guys. So that's it. I'm not going to talk anymore. This video is just over 20 minutes, almost 25 minutes. So, hey, I hope this was a good video for you guys. And this next video coming up is going to be a tough one, you guys. It's going to be a tough one. I was a little hype. But I hope you all can hear the love in a stern rebuke. There's still love in that. And I just want you guys to know I love everybody. But sometimes I curse. Sometimes I smoke a little bit. But I'm still human. I still love you guys. I still got love in my heart for everybody. But sometimes I use terminology. It's just a form of expression. But it's not anything like I'm upset or angry or that I'm a bitter, angry man because somebody hurt me. No, sometimes I just like to say shit, damn, fuck, and it's not be anything attached to it. It's just, a form of expression. Language can be colorful and it can be used as a form of expression. Sometimes just saying bitch on the end of a word is just like using an exclamation mark. No offense. So anyway, this next video is coming up, you guys. It's a little bit of, a little bit tough language, but I'm sure we all have said our full share of curse words, if we could be honest with each other. So, love you guys. Stay immersed in positivity, and it's your boy, Big Kid.